When your credit score drops below 600, the financial industry stops viewing you as a liability to avoid and starts treating you as a high-value target for specialized lending products. We will identify approval traps designed to drain your savings and reveal the specific tools to reclaim your financial standing, including a strategy to build credit through mandatory living expenses. The primary threat in this environment is the fee-harvesting credit card, a product marketed as a lifeline while functioning as a revenue generator. Approval for a card engineered to keep you broke is a more expensive outcome for your long-term wealth than a simple rejection. A $400 starting limit on a Fit Platinum MasterCard appears accessible to those with poor credit, but the underlying math tells a different story. Before your first purchase, the bank deducts $194 from that limit to cover a $95 account opening fee and a $99 annual fee. By the second year, a $12.50 monthly maintenance fee brings your total annual cost to $275. This is a 68.75% cost of access for a $400 limit, regardless of how you use the card. These automated fees consume your limit, forcing a high credit utilization ratio. The credit utilization ratio is the amount of revolving credit you're currently using divided by the total amount of revolving credit you have available. Keeping this number high harms your profile. Because the fees themselves eat the credit you need, the structural math of the card actively lowers the credit score you are attempting to repair. Borrowers often attempt to rebuild their history by applying for a retail credit card directly in the checkout line. While approval odds are high, these are closed-loop systems. A closed-loop card can only be used at a single retailer or group of stores, severely restricting where you can build your history. Retailers use 0% interest offers to incentivize spending, but this 6-month timeline hides a deferred interest clause. If even $1 is unpaid at month 6, the issuer applies retroactive interest, calculating the full rate on the original $500 purchase back to day 0. Retail cards prioritize moving inventory over protecting consumer credit, making them a volatile tool for anyone with a low score. Secured credit cards like the Discover It Secured or Capital One Platinum offer a structured path to recovery without the predatory fee architecture. These cards require a refundable catch deposit to open, which acts as the collateral for your credit limit. Because the deposit eliminates the bank's risk, the issuer has no reason to charge the high maintenance fees found in unsecured subprime cards. After 6 months of on-time payments, the issuer reviews your performance, refunds your deposit, and converts to a standard unsecured line. You should use pre-approval tools to check your eligibility before submitting a formal application. This prevents a hard pull, which is an inquiry into your credit history that can cause a temporary drop in your score. Using a secured card converts you from a subject of predatory lending into the active architect of your own repayment record. Even when you apply for a safe card, the automated screening systems may still trigger an immediate denial. Under the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, you have a legal right to an adverse action letter, a document that specifies the exact data points the bank used to reject your application. You can challenge an algorithmic rejection by calling the issuer's reconsideration line. This allows you to explain reporting errors or financial context to a human representative who can overturn the computer's decision. Treat an automated denial as the beginning of a negotiation, rather than a final verdict on. In 2026, the adoption of alternative data risk models provides a route for building credit that bypasses the traditional credit card system entirely. This relies on VantageScore 4.0, a model that integrates rent and utility payments into your score. VantageScore 4.0 is a credit scoring system that uses trended data to provide a more accurate picture of a borrower's payment habits. Lenders now factor in your monthly rent and electricity payments to build your score, which allows you to establish a credit history through expenses you are already paying. Review your credit report for inaccuracies and test your eligibility through pre-approval tools. To see the top 5 secured cards for this month, select the video on your screen. The subprime market is structured to harvest fees from the vulnerable. By utilizing alternative data models and secured tools, you can exit that system and return to prime credit status safely.